Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's a special video for me as I'm going to share my Christmas look with you today. I know the time I'll be putting up this video, Christmas will be gone, but never mind. Christmas is followed by so many more New Year celebrations, so definitely this can help you out in so many ways. So without further delay, let's start. So I'll start off this video with Maybelline Master Prime Face Primer, which blurs out my pores evenly. Moving on to the color correction, I'm using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange and Green. The basic concept of color correction is cancelling out all the imperfections with its complementary color in the color wheel. People blessed with naturally good skin or no marks can easily skip this step. So here I'm covering any dark spots with orange and later on covering the orange and any other redness on the skin with green. I like to spread the color with the fingers first and then blend it out with a sponge as it absorbs any extra product on the spot besides blending. For the foundation, I'm using this Milani Concealer and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade Warm Beige. To me, this is perfect for winter since this is a very lightweight creamy formula which provides a medium to buildable coverage and a very dewy and glowy finish. Here I'm spreading this foundation in dots so that it blends evenly, and for that I'll be using a kabuki brush as I feel in this way we can get a better coverage as beauty blenders tend to absorb a certain amount of product. For the brows, I'm using this Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown, which is laid on one end and spoolie on the other. At first, we will start by shaping the brow and later on we will fill inside. Don't put too much pressure in the starting of the brow as we want the ombre effect in the front and the tail should be darker. Don't worry if you mess it up a bit because later on we will be using a concealer to clean the borders and to provide a neat shape. Then next we are using LA Girl Pro Conceal in Pure Beige as a concealer to clean the borders with a small flat brush. Once the borders are cleaned, I am using a tiny sponge in a dabbing motion to avoid leaving any harsh lines behind. As soon as we are done with the borders, we will bring it down to the eyelid as we are going to use it as a primer so that we can use it as a blank canvas and the color pops out really bright. Never forget to set the concealed areas with any translucent or face powder you prefer to avoid further creases. For eyes, I am using this Twilight palette by You Can Be and will be using this beautiful brown with pinkish undertone to intensify the crease area. Then next I'll move on to this beautiful holographic eye and body palette by Essence to highlight the inner lid, but before that I'll be concealing the inner lid once again so that the color doesn't pick up any of the brown used before and shine bright. And here I'm using this purplish holographic shade to fill the inner lid with a tapered brush, and later on we'll use a flat shadow brush to spread the color evenly. And when the inner lid is filled and the inner corner is highlighted, once again we will be using this fluffy blending brush to diffuse the edges. And then as you can see, I'm highlighting the brow bones with the same purplish holographic shade. And now I'm using this black magic eyeliner by Nykaa to draw a sharp dramatic wing to highlight the eyes. Once I'm done with the liner, I'll curl the lashes and apply a coat of mascara for a flattering lash, and for that I'm using this Maybelline Big Shot Mascara in Blackest Black, and then we will be applying this pinkish brown in the lower lash line again to balance out the eye makeup. Don't worry about the fallouts, dust it off once the eyeshadow is done with a fluffy brush. The next I'm using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige to conceal the under eyes. For contouring, I'm using this duo stick by Smashbox, which has a foundation on one end and contour on the other, and I'll use it below the cheekbones on both sides of the bridge of my nose, hollow of the cupid bow, forehead and jawline to provide some structure to the face, and will then blend it down with the angled brush by Wet n Wild and with a small flat brush by Urban Decay on the smaller areas. Once the blending is done, I'll diffuse any harsh lines with my finger and dab the tiny sponge on the contoured area to absorb and blend any excess product present there to avoid looking unnatural. For the blush, I'm using Sunpower by MAC, which is this beautiful peachy shade, and will use it on the apple of my cheeks with a fluffy powder brush. The next I'm again using this Pure Beige by LA Girl Pro Conceal to restructure the position of the contour. You can use this process if you think you have dragged the contour down unnecessarily by mistake. And again I'm using the same shade from the holographic palette by Essence to highlight my face where the light will probably hit to bring it forward. For the lip, I'm using this matte liquid lipstick by NYX in the shade Copenhagen, which is this beautiful lightweight matte plum shade I'm in love with. Finally, I'll put some falsies by Primark and will apply the setting spray to lock everything in, and my makeup is done. For the hair, I really wanted to do so much with it, but I was running out of time, so I kept it simple with making a flat middle parting with tight tail at the back. But yeah, my pictures told you a different story, because later on I decided to let it flow and the tight tail at the back created some loose waves which I loved absolutely.